Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's Queen. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time, enchanté, nice to meet you. Be comfortable, we're gonna have a chat. I'm going to be talking about a very important topic, not only for me, but I think also for women in general, and also for human beings actually, but mostly women, is investing in yourself. You will never, ever regret investing in yourself. And on this video, I'm going to share with you 6 ways that you can invest in yourself. Not your regular tips that you hear on social media. I'm going to go deeper because I'm a deep thinker. I don't know about you, but I'm a deep thinker and I like things when they're meaningful and they're deeper, right? So I'm going to share with you deep ways where you can invest in yourself that's going to bring results in your life, right? If you're ready for this, let's get into it. Before I share the 6 ways on how you can invest in yourself, I want to repeat what I said before. You will never, ever regret investing in yourself. Everything flows from you. The result that you have today in your life is from your own thinking, is from your own personal growth, it's from your self-investment. I'm going to share with you just a personal story. And the reason why I think investing in yourself is one of the most important things that you can do in your life. Back then in 2021, I was feeling so stuck. And the reason why I was feeling so stuck is because I felt that I've done some of the things that I wanted. At that time, I was working in the luxury industry. I worked for LVMH. I was working for Estee Lauder, Bobbi Brown, Givenchy Kenzo, Paco Rabanne. I loved it. This is such an industry I love. I love creativity. I love beauty. I love luxury. Till today, it's an industry I'm extremely passionate about. But I just feel like I wanted more. I wanted more. I wanted to experience more. I feel like I have so much potential. And I feel like my environment was not helping me to unleash that potential. I was feeling like stuck and I was like, oh my God, like what is happening? Should I create my own business? Should I quit my job? Should I just travel? Should I just leave everything behind and just go on a road trip? I was so confused. And I remember just praying to God. I was just like, God, give me clarity. Give me clarity on my next move. Give me clarity on my next direction. Whenever I'm confused, whenever I'm stuck, I go back to my source. I go back to God. Back in the days, I'll go back on social media or I'll go back asking some friends and family and, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? But that is literally the wrong thing to do. You have to go back to your source, go back to God, get a response from Him, get a clear direction from Him, because He's the only one that knows the divine plan. And there's a divine plan on your life, there's a divine plan on my life. You cannot seek external sources to give you the answers of what's going on in your life. I went back to God. I was like, God, please just give me clarity. Clarity was my word of the year in 2021. Give me clarity. I need clarity on my next move. I feel stuck. I feel like I have a lot of potential, but my environment is not, there's something is wrong. I don't know. My environment is not bringing the potential, right? I prayed, and funny enough, after that, God just orchestrated different things that happened in my life that helped me to find clarity. I was able to invest in myself. So I was able to see an option. That option was life coaching. I was able to tap into life coaching that literally changed so many things for me. I was able to invest because life coaching is not free. Let me tell you, it is not free, it's expensive. And the life coach I had was not cheap. She was providing so much value. I wouldn't say that she was expensive, but she was not cheap, right? So I had to invest in myself. And when I invested in myself, there's so many results that just came in. My mind expanded. I changed. I quit my job and I got another job that just took me to another level in my career. I changed my industry, moving from luxury to tech. It was life-changing for me, not only from success. My financial life got better, my life in general got better, but that was great. But what was so transformative was my mind, the way I was now thinking. The things that I were not seeing before, I started seeing them. My frequency, my vibration. I just developed another skill of thinking. And honestly, that put me into another space. I wanted to share that with you to tell you that what I'm about to share, these 6 ways, is actually something that I am so attached to. I so believe in these ways of investment. I've seen these ways of investment bringing so many fruits and many results in my life. And I hope that this can inspire you to bring results in your life. One of the ways that you can invest in yourself, number 1, is the skill of thinking. Do you know that I actually realized that thinking is not given? It's not your birthright. Thinking is not biologically something that is there. Thinking, when I mean thinking, I'm not thinking like, oh, you're just like a functional human being and you're just thinking what to eat this morning. No, thinking in the sense of a thought that's going to influence your emotions, that's going to not influence what you do and going to not influence what you have and then influence who you become. I'm going to say that again. I'm not talking about the regular thinking of your day-to-day survival thinking. Oh, what am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? Things like that. I'm not talking about survival. I'm talking about the abundance thinking, the thinking that brings results, thinking that influence, that changes, that transform your emotions. And when you feel, your emotions is going to affect the way you do things. So when you start doing things, and then what you do, your habits and things that you're doing every day is going to affect the things that you have, right? What the outcome of your life. And then the outcome of your life kind of create your identity, right? I'm talking about that skill. That skill, it's so important. You have to invest in that. That is going to literally change your life. And do you know why it's going to change your life? Because if you don't know how to think this way, you're going to be on autopilot. You're going to be functioning with the programs of your parents, functioning with your upbringing, the culture, social media, anything that's just external. You're going to be functioning with that. You're not going to be conscious of how you make decisions. The decision that you make influence the quality of your life, right? So you have to invest in the skill of thinking. And the way you can do that is really in self-awareness, in coaching, of course, mental capacity, mental development. You have to put yourself into different scenarios and be an observant. Observe how people respond to you, observe how you act in this different situation, and really go backwards and start thinking why, and really going to the root and removing things and say, okay, why do I act like this? Where's this coming from? Does this benefit me? It doesn't benefit me. I need to remove it. Unlearning and relearning. But the skill of thinking is so crucial. And I think when you start investing in thinking for yourself, knowing how to think for yourself, knowing really what you like, knowing what's really your opinion, not something you said, not something that you saw on social media, what do you really think? What's your personality, right? Where is it coming from? Guys, honestly, that is life-changing. That's number 1. Number 2, another way you can invest in yourself, and I mentioned this earlier, is life coaching. Life coaching changed my entire life in 2021. From the story that I just told you, that was literally a form of investment that I tapped into in 2021 and changed my life. Of course, one of the defining factor is having a understanding, skilled, insightful, knowledgeable, genuine life coach. It's difficult to find a really excellent life coach. Excellent, someone that's really going to help you to bring the result that you're desiring, right? Thank God, God brought someone in my life at that time that literally was the perfect person for me in that season of my life, right? And investing in life coaching, know what life coaching does? It helps you to really have an overview of your life, different areas of your life. You have your finances, you have your personal growth, you have your family, you have your relationships. Just look at all the areas of your life and kind of see how you're doing. It's difficult to judge your life. Sometimes you think that you're thriving and you're killing it and you're like, oh my God, I'm killing it financially. But in reality, my love, sit down. You're not killing it. You're not, right? It's like kind of judging where you are in life, in different areas of your life, and then now being honest with yourself and say, I'm not satisfied in this area. I'm not satisfied in my relationship. I'm not satisfied with my financial life. And you need to do something with it. It helps you to kind of have that introspection and audit of your life, and then now start to unlearn the things, the behavior, the beliefs, oh my God, the beliefs that is not helping you, that are not beneficial for you, unlearning that, removing that from your mind, from your subconscious mind, and then rewiring your brain with new beliefs that's going to really help you to thrive. It's a lot. It's a deep, profound work. People that do that, I respect you, because wow, it's a lot of work. But I was able to invest in that. And again, I said it was not cheap. It was expensive. But again, it's me, right? I am worth it. I am worthy of that investment and even more, right? It's a form of affirmation and confirmation of the love that you have for yourself. I'm worth it. Yes. And it feels so good when you invest your money into yourself. It feels so good. Like it boosts your confidence. It boosts your self-love, right? Yes, I'm worthy of that investment. Having that life coaching I did that for a couple of months. I was seeing my life coach multiple weeks, and I was like little by little unlearning beliefs. The beliefs that I was not even conscious about. The way I was acting, the results in my life were just the product of my belief system. So I had to go back to my belief system and change my belief system to be able to have the result that I wanted. That it was a very deep work, but it was transformative. It transformed my mind. It opened my mind to so many things. And I think today, I think the way I think because of the investment in life coaching. And it's like as if I had a seed in my mind and life coaching came and watered that seed, and that seed kind of blossomed into new perspective, into a new world, right? 100% recommend you to invest in yourself. Put your money into yourself. Do life coaching. I know some people do therapy. I've tried therapy for a couple of months, and it was helpful in a sense of it was helping me to understand my family background, my past, the traumas and all those kind of things, which is great. But if I had to choose between therapy and life coaching, I would pick life coaching, because I feel like life coaching brought more results than therapy. But I know therapy helps people. So if therapy is working for you, amazing. For me, life coaching was just life-changing. Number 3, another way you can invest in yourself, and I know many people don't talk about these things, is social skills. Guys, come here. Social skills can get you into rooms that you've never ever thought you could be in. Social skills can make you qualify for some opportunities that on paper you're not qualified for. Social skills can disarm people that initially didn't like you, but because of your social skills, they start liking you and they connect you to opportunities. Social skills can literally transform your life. And I wish I knew this earlier. Oh my God. I wish I invested in my social skills in my 20s, for example. I wish my parents taught me social skills. I wish at school they taught us how to have social skills. Because the way you talk, the way you present yourself, the way you connect with people, the way you make people feel can determine how you have access to different opportunities. And when you start investing in your social skills by learning, being aware of it, by just being interested in social skills, there's so many resources out there. But beyond that, you can learn from people, just observing people. That's how I started learning, just observing people, observing how people react to things, how people value things, how people react to me, or how I behave towards people. Just observing that and seeing how those behaviors are beneficial for me or not. Are they bringing me results, the result that I want? Not negative result, but positive results. Are they changing my life or not? That's where I started learning about social skills, because I saw the impact immediately. The way you're going to do a job interview, if you don't have social skills, you're going to miss out on so many things. That doesn't mean you're going to have the role. Yes, you can have the role, but maybe if you have social skills, they might increase your salary, for example, or they might give you what you want that was not initially what they had. They can move things for you because you have social skills. Oh my God. I don't even know how I can express this, how important this skill is, right? And it's even something till today I'm still learning. I'm still investing in social skills. I still want to expand my mind. And I feel like social skills is related or connected to self-mastery. When you start mastering yourself, which is something that's so important for me, when you start mastering yourself, you start really developing your social skills. And I just see it every day. Like when I go to an event, I observe people. I see how people are drawn to me, and I ask myself, why are they drawn to me? I see how I'm drawn to other people, and I ask myself, why am I drawn to these people? What makes them so special? And I kind of observe people's behavior and how people respond to each other. How I see some women, especially, we just miss out of a lot of opportunities just because of how they behave, or their attitude, their character, or how they relate to each another. I can see it, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just taking notes. This, don't do this, be this, do that. Or when you're confronted to this, do that. And that helps me. And I honestly believe that since I've been learning and practicing social skills, there's some opportunities that maybe on paper I was not qualified for. I had them. I literally attracted and manifested them because I understand human behavior, and I'm learning about human behavior so much, and learning how do you get people to do things for you? This is not manipulation. I'm not talking about manipulation. How do you naturally get people to do things for you? How do you position yourself in a way where people don't have the choice than to just be there for you and just want to do things for you, just want to serve you in a way? Like there's some energy. There are things that are not seen. There are invisible things that help you to get people to do things for you. Things that are not seen. I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm not talking about witchcraft, or I'm not talking about all those things. I'm talking about really human behavior, right? Don't quote me. I'm not talking about any witchcraft or whatever, or anything that is not of God. This is literally just human behavior. There are unseen things that help you to get what you want. And I am studying that. I'm a student of life. I'm a student of self-mastery and student of human behavior. And the more I study about these things, the more I realize that, oh my God, wow, I didn't know about that. And then when I start applying these things, that's when the results comes in. That's when I get the life that I desire. And I'm still on this journey. I'm still learning and still trying to craft my way towards that. But all this to say that invest in your social skills. You'll never regret it. You're going to see the result. If you're truly committed to this journey of mastery, to this journey of really living the highest and the fullest expression of yourself, you're really going to see the result. The number four ways that you can invest in yourself is spiritual enlightenment. Another way to say that is spiritual intelligence. I'm not talking about being religious or being like a prayer warrior in the sense of you don't even know what you're praying for, you don't even understand the Bible, and you're just like following what people say. I'm talking about spiritual enlightenment, spiritual empowerment, spiritual intelligence. You understand what you believe in. Not only you understand what you believe in, but you also see the result of what you believe in. I believe that we are spiritual beings living in a body. This is our home. We're living in a body, but we are spiritual beings. There's so many things that is happening in our life that are invisible, that are not seen with our eyes. So we are spiritual beings. Each time that you feel stuck, each time that you feel like you're confused and you need clarity, most of the time the work is not physical. The work is not, I don't want to say in this world, but the work is not physical. It's not like changing your outfit, or although I'm going to come to physical appearance, but it's not about that. It's spiritual work. It's a spiritual work. You have to go deep into understanding what you believe in. I don't even know how I can really explain this form of investment, but the best way that I can explain it is the best way that I do it, by listening to the things that's going to help me to have spiritual clarity, is investing in knowledge that is going to help me to understand why do I believe in these things, and understanding my creator, understanding God, understanding what I believe in. When you read your Bible, I read the Bible, it's just having that enlightenment, that discernment, because most of the things that you see in the Bible are really happening, and the Bible has all the tools, all the resources that you actually need to thrive in life. But if you don't have spiritual intelligence and spiritual enlightenment, you're not able to really understand this thing. It requires a lot of wisdom to be able to tap into this form of investment and this form of skill. But when you get into that, it is life-changing. Like, just investing in your spiritual life. Investing in your spiritual life is so life-changing. That's the only thing I can say about this. I'm still on this journey. It's something that I started investing even more from the year 2023. And I emphasize so much on my spiritual life. I feel like everything is driven by my spiritual life. Understanding the things that are not seen. Another form of investing in yourself is empower yourself with knowledge. I'm not talking about just going to school, or that could be a form of like empowerment, of course, but I'm not just talking about those things that are those institutions and places where you're able to just have instructions and learn something and get away with your diploma, things like that. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about empowering, self-empowerment, about empowering yourself with knowledge. The thing that I notice, especially in the workplace, when you're a woman, if you have warmth, in the sense of if you have beautiful energy, if you have like a magnetic energy, people are drawn to you. Without competence, people don't take you seriously. They'll be like, this girl, she's just like all over the place, right? People will not take you seriously. When you have competence, you know things, you have knowledge, you're insightful, you're so knowledgeable, but you don't have warmth, energy. That's more spiritual, right? Energy, like your presence, how you present yourself, how you make people feel. People would not follow you as a leader, for example. People will not have that emotional connection with you. They won't be able to. They need that magnetism to be able to connect with you. They need that connection to be able to follow you, right? So the secret sauce, especially for this form of investment, empowering yourself with knowledge, is knowledge and warmth together. Energy, so your spiritual life, your presence, how you make people feel, and knowledge. When you pair that together, and then you pair it with the last one I'm going to share with you, you are a full package. And it is almost impossible for people to ignore you. Now it's just up to you now to position yourself in the right place at the right moment, right? But if you pair that together, knowledge and warmth, knowledge and energy, knowledge and presence together, it's a beautiful combo. It's a beautiful cocktail. I would say empower yourself with knowledge that is going to make your presence more valuable. Your presence is something that is your personalities, the way you present yourself, the way you speak, the way you look. There's so much like subcategory under your presence, your warmth, right? But it's mostly spiritual. For me, it's a spiritual work because it's an inner work, right? The more you invest in yourself, in your inner self, the more you're going to be conscious of your personality, of how you present yourself. The more you're able to even unlearn some things and learn some things that's going to help you to be more magnetic, right? So that's more spiritual. But knowledge is not spiritual. Knowledge is something that is literally practical. Really soaking yourself into knowledge, into insightful things, like reading books, reading articles, reading studies, like listening to meaningful, insightful conversations and videos and content, all those things, like gathering all those knowledge, making sure you have that and you understand it, pair it with your presence. Chef kiss, you are magnetic. And this is the reason why I say this, because I notice this from people. I notice when I'm in a room and I have a lot of presence, the way I look, the way I smell, the way I make people feel, my energy, that's from my spiritual work, right? My spiritual investment. I make people feel good. People feel like they can achieve anything when they're in my presence. And I know that because I've worked towards that, right? But if I don't bring competence, it's almost that people are going to feel something, it's going to make them feel good, but they might forget me. I need to add more value. Not saying my presence is not value. My presence is value. Absolutely. It's an amazing value. And it's one of the most important value, actually. But when you add knowledge to that value, you become unforgettable, literally. And I've noticed this, that I've tried to do both scenarios. Again, I study myself and I study how I function in this world. And when I was able to do one scenario when it was 100% presence and one scenario when it was 100% presence and 100% competence, the competence situation brought me so many opportunities than just the presence. That's why I know today that if I want to stand out in the world, and when I mean the world, I don't mean on social media, right? In the world, in the real world, offline, right? With people, I need to bring presence and also knowledge. That's why I think one of the most important form of investment for you is to empower yourself with knowledge. And we talk about presence because that's your spiritual life, right? So you need to empower yourself with knowledge. Read, like be obsessed with being knowledgeable. Be obsessed with that. Like literally, I'm always pushing myself. I need to know more. Not because I want to perform with people, no, because I know it's going to be for my own advantage. I want to be a valuable person. I want when I speak with someone, they have my presence as a gift. They feel my presence and it make them feel good. But I want to leave them with value. I want to leave them with more value in terms of knowledge, insight, perspective shifts, mindset shift. That's going to literally be like, oh my God, Queen, who are you? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right? I would say that. Take it if you don't want to take it, but I think it works so well in the real world. Maybe not on social media, but in the real world, offline, it works so well. Lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. And the reason why I put this at the bottom is because for me, it's the lowest form of investment. And I think maybe this might be a little bit controversial because based on social media and based on the society and based on culture, they might consider this as the highest form of investment. But for me, I believe is the lowest form of investment because without doing the work that I talk about, without the skill of thinking, without life coaching, without social skills, without spiritual enlightenment, and without empowering yourself with knowledge, this last form of investment, for me, is just pointless. This form of investment is investing in your physical appearance. Don't get me wrong, it is important. That's why I have it on this list. It is absolutely important to invest in yourself physically, how you look. Because whether we like it or not, human beings are not evolved enough to look beyond how you look. And that's just the reality. Like human beings, women and men in general, the average, are not evolved in the sense of transformed enough to look beyond on how you look. And that is just the reality. And we all have to accept that reality. That's why physical appearance, investing in your physical appearance is important because you're going to attract people based on how you look. People are going to be attracted to you based on how you look. You're going to attract some of the opportunities based on how you look. I know on social media, we talk a lot about pretty privilege. And yes, there's some truth to that. Let's be honest. There's some truth to that. And that's okay, right? And some people are prettier, some people are not pretty, some people have different types of like beauty, whatever it is, but we know what's pretty, right? We know what's pretty and we know what's not pretty, right? And people know that, right? And people act, people connect with you, people talk to you, people respond to you based on how you look. When you look good, you feel good. When you look good and you smell good, people are going to feel good with you. People want to talk to you. People want to get to know you. That is just a reality. And when they start knowing you, what's going to now make the difference between another prettier woman or another woman that is as pretty as you is what we talk about, the other forms of investment. That is what's going to make you stand out. For me, beauty is just like the entrance. It's just the door. It's just going to help you to get into the door. It's just going to help you to open the door for you without you doing too much work in a way. Get into the door, and for you to stay on that table, for you to stay in that room, you have to have other form of investment. You have to have other things that we talk about, right? If you don't love something about yourself, my love, change it. Change it. Find ways to change it. Find ways to transform it. Find ways to improve it. When I mean change it, it's like improve it, make it better, make it look better, right? If you don't know how to look good, learn it on YouTube, learn it with people, invest in it, hire a makeup artist to teach you how to do your makeup, hire a stylist that's going to look at your wardrobe and look at the outfit that look best on your body, hire a personal coach that's going to help you to lose weight, get you a stuff like your board of beauty each people is going to help you to become sexier, become more stunning, become more hotter. You know what I mean? Get you your board of beauty. I call that the board of beauty. So you have your personal trainer, you have your stylist, you have your makeup artist, you have your hairdresser, you have whatever, your nail tech, you have your board of maintenance or your board of beauty, call it whatever you want to call it. But these people are going to help you to get to that desirable result, right? But you have to invest in yourself. Do you know, it pains me when I see women that are not looking good, and they have the potential to look good, right? They have the beautiful skin, they have amazing features, they have a good body, you know what I mean? But they just don't know how to. And some of them, they just don't want to invest in it. They don't see the impact, you know, how transformative it can become. It can literally change your life. I'm telling you, it can literally change your life. Look good, invest in yourself. Take time to make it as a project, your personal project. Pick some areas in your appearance or in your beauty. Pick some areas and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be able to do this. For example, like I had to tell myself and say, Queen, you look good. I know I look good. I know I'm pretty. But there's some areas that I do want to improve. I feel better when I feel lighter, when I have just less weight. I'm like, what am I going to do about it? Because nobody's going to come and tell you what to do, right? You have to empower yourself. You have to be active in what you want. It's like, I'm going to try and lose weight, but gradually, without stress, without trying to be a gym rat, or I'm not about that. I'm about holistic way of doing things. What are you willing to sacrifice to be able to get to that result? I'm willing to sacrifice red meat. I'm willing to sacrifice eating less rice, no soda, things like that. I started removing all those things from my diet, and I can see the result in a couple of months. I might not be at my desirable result in the sense of the exact weight that I want or the exact way I want to look, but I'm progressing, and it's all about progress and not perfection. I'm progressing, and sometimes I pause and I say, am I doing well? Okay, no, I need to be more harder on myself, or I need to push more, and I push myself more, because at the end of the day, I know that's going to pay off. I know it's a form of investment. Get yourself your makeup artist. Learn how to do your makeup on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Learn how to look good. Learn how to smell good. Learn how to work on your hygiene so that even without perfume, you smell good. You smell fresh, right? Learn how to speak. Learn how to stand. Learn how to present yourself. Learn how to do your hair, right? Learn how to know what looks really good on you. Is it red lipstick? Is it nude? What about your nails? Things like that. Maybe some people would think that these are superficial, but for me, they're not superficial because you've done the real work, right? That's why I really emphasize in the real work. You've done the real investment. You've invested in the real things, the things that can really shift your life. You've done that. Now it's about kind of like translating that work into how you look. Because whether you like it or not, the most attractive women, the most beautiful women, the women that look good and feel good and is confident, because when you look good, you feel good and you're confident, boost your confidence, they have way more opportunities than others, right? It's up to you. That's what I would say. That's it for me, guys. As I said, from the inside out, from this form of investment is from the inside out. And that is how I see it. That's how I feel like women can really thrive when they do that work. I hope this video inspire you and empower you to invest in yourself. And I said it in the beginning, you will never, ever, ever regret investing in yourself. That's the one thing that you can do in your life and you will not regret. And I really encourage you to invest in yourself. The same way I'm on this journey of investing in myself, in the same way I want to share all the things I've been learning that have been working for me. And I hope that you get to apply maybe some of the things and see the results. But if there are other ways that you invest in yourself and you've seen results in this form of investment, please put it in the comment below, because I definitely want to learn more. I definitely want to read more. I definitely want to expand myself, right? So if I can learn from you, honestly, please put it in the comment below and I'll be so happy to read it and also respond. But in the meantime, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you look good, you feel good, you smell good, right? You invest in your knowledge, you invest in your mind, right? And I will speak to you in my next video. Bisous.